computer. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sky Lila Experience. Today we have Aarón Castro, a high impact mentor and entrepreneur. Hey Aarón, how are you?
I am amazing, very excited
I say hola.
about being here. Yeah,
And
waiting since 2021.
I know, so crazy story actually. Aarón and I have never met in person, but how did we even connect? Through Tony Robbins, a
Yeah, in the Facebook group of Life Mastery.
life mastery, great memory. And wow, so it's been years, but we've been supporting each other. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Seriously, it means the world. But today I just wanted to learn a little bit about the projects that you're working on and your routines that make you such a high performer. So what projects are you working on right now?
Well, my life purpose about making all this content to help others to achieve their goals. All my books, all my online courses. I work on that every day.
Wow.
But it's not only recording the videos. It's not only doing the one-on-one sessions.
Mm-hmm.
It's also making all the marketing strategy behind that, all the psychology of of online sales. It's very difficult to do it. It takes years to
What do you,
master that skill.
sorry, I just want to ask, what do you mean the psychology of online sales?
You need to understand how people behave.
Right.
You need to understand their needs,
Mm,
what they want. You need to know how to create a message that connects with their emotions.
right. So your books, I know you're making a yearly planner right now, an annual planner. Are your books also to do with how to increase an individual's performance in life in general? I know I haven't had the opportunity to read it yet. I'm working on my Spanish, but if you speak Spanish, I highly recommend you order Aaron's books.
Yes, it's about the mindset
Mm,
because your mind creates your reality. Um, Joe Dispenza talks about the quantum field and how your minds affect your reality. So I love working on changing your mindset, on having a mindset that helps you to fight with the obstacles that you're going to find in your journey, because it's not easy. You're going to have bad moments, you are going to cry, but you need to be strong. You need to create your own breakthroughs.
mm-hmm.
So, when you do that, you can achieve great results in money, in your relationships, or in your health.
Yeah, I think that's why we connect so well. We're both obsessed with working on our mindsets and altering our belief systems to make it work for us and others to the best of our abilities. Amazing. And the online courses, so basically your purpose really is to help people be their best selves and succeed in any area of life.
Yes, my goal is to help them to find their life goals, to connect with their mission. When they connect with their life mission, then they can create a business with that.
Hmm,
So you're going to work in something that you love.
right.
Yesterday, I was talking with a girl that she said to me, "Hey, I have a problem. I was in a toxic relationship." And I was like, "All right." And I am doing now something in my life that doesn't make me happy.
Hmm,
So I said to her, "It's not the end of the world. You have 21 years old. You are winning because now you know what you don't want in your life. And that's important.
hmm.
Now you can find what you love,
Yeah,
what gives you passion."
at least say no to that. So what would you say your daily routine looks like? What are the little things that you do that work towards this amazing mindset that you have and just ultimate like you really just power through and you really achieve all of your goals. I watch and I'm like, there he is again going. I don't know what he's saying, but the energy he's bringing on his story right now is amazing.
Every day I try to learn something new. I'm reading, I'm watching an online course, watching an event, learning from mentors. And every day I meditate. I make visualizations about my goal. I connect with that version of myself achieving those results. I go to the future. I create my quantum field, like Joe Dispenza says. And that helps me to, let's say, to win the game, because you are going to find daily obstacles. Maybe one person says something to you that you don't like, or maybe it happens something that you say, oh, what I'm going to do now.
Right.
And that helps me a lot. Also, sports, it helps me.
Yeah.
It helped me to be stronger, to have discipline, to master my mindset.
Yeah. Woohoo, master mindset. Go team. Can you elaborate on the quantum field that you're mentioning through Joe Dispenza, or electromagnetic field? What does that look like? You know, if nobody's heard of that, how do you explain it?
We live in a reality that it's a projection of your thoughts. What you see outside in your daily life, it's a result of your thoughts, it's a result of your belief, of your emotions. So many people, they live thinking every day about their problems, about their past, about the traumas that they had. You
Yeah.
know, they're thinking about, oh, my dad in the past said this to me, and oh, I feel bad about it. And that's why people have the same results over and over again. So when you start to embrace your new identity, when you go to the unknown, when you start connected, when you start to connect with that reality that you want in your life,
Right.
when you start to feel the emotions of your future, then what you see in your daily life changes.
Right. How would you say,
So,
go ahead,
mhm.
go ahead. Just gonna ask.
So yeah, in the 1980s, the CIA, they did an experiment. It was called the gateway process,
The gateway
and they
process.
discovered that our yeah,
Yeah.
so they discovered that our mind have the capacity to change reality.
Hmm.
Yes.
So you mean um altering basically your 3D reality, what's outside of you, to what you've imagined inside of you, using the
Of
emotion and
course.
visualization behind it all. Yeah, I love this stuff.
Yes.
My favorite. So when you're doing it, okay, so say you're meditating. What could you walk me through a process, or how would you tell someone to start doing it? Because it's very powerful, but if somebody hasn't done it, how do they do it?
I like to use guided meditations. There are some mentors in Spanish that I follow, but
Mm,
also in English, we have Joe Dispenza meditations. There is one guy in YouTube that I love. He's from United States. He's called Aarón,
mhm.
and he also makes guided meditations. I always use guided meditations
Oh, okay.
to go to the future, to connect with that emotion. I relax myself, I close my eyes, I close the window. I don't like sunlight entering my room when I am meditating.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so you are in a state that you're like asleep, but you are awake. You're
Right.
in the middle.
Hmm.
and it's easier to change the software in your subconscious mind in
Yeah.
that state. If you are excited, it's not going to work. You're not going to change your reality.
Mm.
So I like to follow those steps. I relax myself, I close my eyes, and I go to that future and I connect myself.
Do you do it at a certain time of the day? Is there, morning, midday, evening?
Yes, I do it 3 times a day.
Oh,
In
you
the
do?
morning, yeah, in the midday, and then before I go to sleep.
Amazing. 3 times a day. Approximately how long do you do it at each point?
10 to 20 minutes.
Wow, such a great daily practice. Amazing. Okay, thank you. That I'm such a not even a believer. I don't even like using the word believe because I think it's just a fact. It's like saying, oh, I believe in gravity. Well, well, duh. It's like, you know what I mean? You don't
You
believe it.
believe in gravity.
It just is, where I think this just is, no matter what, whether you believe it or not, it just is happening to us, and your thoughts are creating your reality. Okay, and so then I love to just touch on people's daily routine because I think it's so important. Your productivity and your outputs are so amazing. Like, you get so much done. You're really such a high performer. What else do you do? So when you say sports, what does that look like for you? What are the details behind it? Like, what's your daily routine with sports, fitness, whatever it might be?
I go to the gym
Hmm.
like you do,
Yeah.
and I also like to do martial arts, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, and
Oh,
I push myself.
yeah.
I like to go to the extreme. I like to finish tired because it's helps me later to have a better management of my emotions, and also it helps me to have more neuroplasticity
Mm. Oh, yeah.
and to have more mental clarity when I take action.
Right.
I feel better when I take action, and I feel like more focused when I'm doing a task in my business.
Right. And same for that. Would you say it's in the mornings, in the evenings, approximately how long? 5 days,
In the
7?
mornings, 2 hours.
Okay, nice. And you'll switch the sport out sort of every day for something, a variety every day,
Yes,
every week. Okay.
like today I did tennis, tomorrow I'm doing jiu-jitsu,
Oh,
and maybe
fun.
on Thursday or Wednesday I'm doing Muay Thai.
Oh, amazing. That sounds I did some kickboxing this morning. So what time do you wake up at usually?
7.
7 every day?
Yes, even in January, Christmas,
Yeah.
birthday, I wake up at that hour. Yeah,
Yeah. And how many hours, what time do you go to bed at? How many hours of sleep do you get?
10, 11.
Okay. So yeah, about 8 hours. And then what would your diet be like?
I like to have a balanced diet. I like a lot of proteins,
Mm.
vegetables. I only drink water.
Oh, okay. No alcohol,
Yeah.
juices.
No, I have never tried alcohol in my entire life.
That's amazing. I've just stopped. I mean, I don't drink a lot, but I would, if I'm with people, but this year it was like, no, I don't need this. I'm done. Um, wow, well that makes I guess you would never know the difference that it's had on your life.
I don't want to know. I don't need to know.
No, you don't. So do you drink
um,
coffee or any caffeine?
yes, sometimes I drink coffee
Mm-hmm.
or I take the pre-workout
No.
before I go to the gym, and that's it.
Okay. But not necessarily every day.
No, not every day.
Wow. So really just what about like, do you put lemon or do you put anything in the water or no?
No, just natural water.
Okay. Just curious.
There are some people that they can't drink water. They need to feel something inside,
Right.
like a flavor, you know? It's not my case, thanks to God.
Yeah, I agree. I like water. Water's great.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So then how do you structure your day? You wake up at 7. What would take me through a day, hour by hour? What's the formula that you do?
The first thing that I do is to write down, well, I go to the bathroom. I like to have a shower to wake up myself.
Mm,
And I like to sit down and write those things, the 10 things that I feel grateful about.
mm-hmm,
And I also write down my goal, the goal that I want to achieve from now to 90 days.
mm-hmm,
Like I have achieved it. So I write an affirmation.
mm-hmm.
I do it one time with my right hand and another one with my left hand. I write down that
Oh,
goal. Why? I want my mind, my whole entire brain to connect with that goal.
brilliant.
So then, I eat, I do my breakfast, I start working on the script of my events.
Mm,
That's my first task in the morning. Then I meditate 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
mm-hmm,
Then I start to watch online courses and prepare the videos that I need to record in that day for my social media or my online courses.
mm-hmm.
Then in the afternoon, I record the videos, I edit them, or I do a one-on-one session. For example, tomorrow, I need to do a one-on-one session.
Mm.
Then in the night, I edit those videos. I write my books because I'm writing the new edition of my third book. I'm finishing. And
Ooh.
I watch some courses. I read a little bit and then I meditate before sleeping and I sleep.
Thank you. I was just taking notes because I wanted to follow up on some of those things. That is so fascinating. I've never heard anyone write with their left hand before for their goals, and I've read a lot of books and videos and everything, and it's just so interesting. How did you come up with that?
I learned that from a Spanish mentor,
Mm,
and he wrote a book about law of attraction,
okay.
and he shared his routine for attracting money.
Right.
So I start to do that, every day. When I had 17 years old, I started doing that.
Hmm.
And then this year happened something to me. I was a little bit sad and I said, okay, what I was doing at 17 years old that helped me to feel that illusion, that passion with my goals. And I said, I need to back to my routine that was great, really.
Right. Wow, that's exciting. I love learning a new piece. I'm gonna try that. And okay, you write it on actual paper, right?
Yes, I have it here in my note. It's a notebook from Dean Graziosi.
Okay, because I think that's so. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, fun. I think that's so powerful. People ask, like, for me, why can about my book, but I think it's so powerful to have your hand, pen to paper, physically writing it down. There's something magical about it.
That's why you don't sell the PDF of your workbook.
Yeah, yeah, because maybe eventually, but I don't trust yet that people are going to print it off and do it. So
Hmm.
I want that, it's like when you physically have it, it's in your face and you can do it. Same with like a book. It's way
And you
easier.
can feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it. So, okay. so many exciting things. Your events. You're writing the script for your events. How often are you hosting events? Give me some, elaborate on these events, please. How many people?
Last year, I host one webinar each month.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but this year I want to do a in-person event, live event,
Hmm.
and I am preparing all the strategy for that. Since 2022, I'm writing the scripts of my events, of my 3 events that I want to do in the future.
Like a Tony
One,
Robbins vibe, or what's the energy behind this?
yeah, I have I like Tony, I love him,
Mhm.
but I also learn from mentors like T. Harvey, Bob Proctor,
Mhm.
and other ones in Spanish and in Brazil.
Mhm.
So there is one event that it's going to be about mindset,
Mhm.
goals. There is another one that is more with spirituality, law of attraction. And there is another one that it's going to be about business.
Mhm.
Then in the future, I want to create one in the future about life coaching, about techniques, NLP.
Fun. Well, I'm just thinking I gotta come to Barcelona and we need to host an event together. That would be so fun. Oh, wow. So exciting. Okay, thank you. And is this a one-day event, go all out, or is it more of a course that's a couple weeks?
Yeah, well, in the future, I want to do it 4 days, 5 days.
Oh, okay. So an
But
intense.
now it's going to be a 2 day.
Okay.
The first one. But the script is for 5 days. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what you've been. And when you say script, you're quite literally writing what you would be saying.
Yes. Every
Word by word.
dynamic, every exercise, every meditation,
Wow.
all the content.
So this would be something that when you're doing your visualization for the future, you're then living in this experience of the event taking place right now.
I cry because I connect so much with the emotion, with the image in my mind.
Yeah. No, I totally relate. The other day, maybe yesterday, the day before, it was the morning and I was crying and I'm like, this is so beautiful. I'm crying over an experience that hasn't happened yet, but it's in my mind and it's so real and it's beautiful.
Yes.
So same for your books. Where can people find your books? What would they learn from it?
Well, they can find them in my webpage,
Hmm.
and they're going to learn about how to change their mindset,
Hmm.
how to have a successful mindset, how to have a mindset that it's going to help them to achieve their goals, to achieve great results in all areas of their life.
Hmm.
I guide them step by step on how they can change their limiting belief and how they can start having a better lifestyle that connects with the goals that they have.
Mm. It's just amazing talking to you because I feel like we're the same person, so different, but the same life and aspirations and all of these things. And what is interesting to me, what I'm thinking right now is, a lot of people think, oh, well, there's so many people doing that already, where everything that you're saying is everything that I do or want to do or whatever it might be. But both of us are equally as important because you will reach a completely different audience as I would reach a completely different audience. You know what I mean? So it's not oversaturated of people. There's so many people doing things because each person.
Yeah, and not everyone are intelligent. One day I said to a trainer, a Tony Robbins trainer, I say, hey, brother, we have talent. We can help people. I have read your workbook, and I have never find something like that in English or in Spanish.
Oh,
I
thank
was like, I want to have a thing like this in my like this is powerful, this is real, and I love it.
Yeah.
So we can help people in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. Number one, you helped me reach a goal with internet and international sales, which sending it to Spain was the most exciting thing. I'm like,
Hey,
wow. You're from there, so it's not a big deal for me from Canada, North America. It's like, oh my gosh, the world is working in such amazing ways where I didn't ever think, I'd be sending it. I mean, eventually, yes, but at this stage, not quite to a foreign country with another language, but that's exciting. Okay, so your books.
with another language, yeah.
I know, well, I'd like to translate, which I'm so excited for you to translate, but you know what I'm thinking anyways right now? I think I'm just going to start reading your book in Spanish, and that will help me practice my Spanish. So I'm excited for that.
Yes,
With the first book I read in Spanish.
that's one of my goals, to translate them into other languages. And I need first to conquer the Spanish market, and then I go to the
Yeah,
to English, Portuguese, German, and all that,
yeah,
Chinese, and all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I relate. I'm on the same page. So you're writing a new book. Um, but what are the three, are they a series? Does each one, is this sort of like book one, book two, or are they completely different? Do you
Yes,
start wherever?
they have different information, but I connect them. You know, you need to read before the last one to go to the other one.
Okay.
I have published 5 books, written 6.
Wow.
I'm talking with my graphic designer with the sixth book, because it's longer than the other ones. It's about healing emotions, like when I like to help the other person to connect with the universe, with the law of attraction, with God, to heal their traumas. And I wrote that book few months ago, last summer.
How long does it usually take you to write a book? Can you
In the
be?
future, I want to 1 to 3 months. I wrote 7 pages each day, but there are some days that I'm crazy and I write 20 or 30 pages. So
Wow.
yeah. So in 1 month, I have the book. My competition, I go faster than my competition here in Spain,
Nice.
because they're thinking about the first book, but I'm thinking about my seventh book, you know?
Right. That's incredible. Okay, so you're saying 7 pages, maybe to 30 pages a day. But when you're doing this, the reality, are you still doing everything else that you're doing, or are you focusing solely on this book for that one?
Yeah, I keep doing all my daily routine. And then I dedicate 1 to 2 hours to write the book. And that's it.
Wow. Amazing how when you break it down, it really is so achievable. When I hear you say you've published 5 books and written 6 already, that's like just astonishing for your age too, of powering through it and doing everything else that you're doing. How exciting. And have you self-published these or gone with?
Yeah, self-published, because I have control about my books, about the content, the design, and also I personally I think that it's cheaper, and also you're going to have more revenue about it, and I take care of the customer.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask why, because same for me, I decided to self-publish as well because I wanted control over my future goals with the content of the book, where if it was
Yes, of course. I know people that they publish with with a business, with a company, but they don't have control about it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have the control because when the person they have the book, they receive each month a masterclass
A master
that I
test?
record, a masterclass that I
Oh,
record, a webinar. Yeah, so they're going to have they have the books, and then each month I send them a class that I record about mindset, about habits, business, sales, relationships each month
wow.
until I die.
Yeah, cheers to that. Do you have a podcast?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Okay. I'm like, I can't understand it, so I'm grateful that you speak English, so thank you, so I can communicate with you. Uh, but I still think it's interesting. Okay, so basically when they sign up, it's almost a part of this when they just buy your book, they're really a part of a community of what
Yeah,
you've
they have a WhatsApp, Telegram group. It's
Mm,
no open. They can only watch the classes and that's it. But in the future, I want to open that when I have more people. But they are not alone. They are having those classes each month. Also with my planner, I do that. It's like a bonus.
oh,
Some people say to me, "No, but that's so cheap, man. Like, don't do that. You need to sell that more expensive." And I say, "Hey, it's my life purpose, and I love it."
yeah, and two, I hear, have you heard of Grant Cardone?
I love him.
Okay, me too. He says over deliver. That's why I sent you two, and I
Over delivery, yeah.
gotta over
10x.
deliver. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, great. Any other mentors that you like, not to exclude Spanish people, but just because I only understand English, any other English mentors that you've been following or you've been inspired by?
Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Grant Cardone. When I began on all this, my first mentor was Ty Lopez,
Oh,
Bob Proctor, um, Brian Tracy, Jack Canfield, also Russell Brunson in all that part of sales, marketing. I love him. I have his books here in the office.
mm,
There is one called Iman Gatsi. He's very good. Alex Ormosi. He talks also about digital marketing. I love Jeff Walker with all this product launch formula. There are few ones that in Brazil they are very good, like very good.
yeah.
When Carvalho, Paulo Vieira, but yeah, I love them. Also, there is this guy on YouTube that I mentioned, Aaron Doughty, Joe Dispenza,
Mm,
T. Harfaker. T. Harfaker, he retired a few years ago, but there are his online courses and they are very good.
yeah.
Mm, and some guys that I follow in internet that they talk about sales, marketing, and they are very good.
Thank you. That was an extensive list. That was awesome. And what type of things do you do to rest? Like when people say take a break, I'm a little I don't know how I feel about when people say take a break because I think when you're doing what your passion is, you don't necessarily need to take a break. But what do you do that maybe isn't to do with your passion or just how do you
Yeah,
relax?
I don't take breaks and I don't feel tired. I
Mm,
have working since in all this since 2018, 2019. I start with all this. I don't feel tired. I feel with energy every day. I feel with more energy. So I adore you because you are like me in that way. I don't take breaks. And some people say to me, "You are crazy. You have a problem. You need to go to the psychologist. You are crazy and you are sick."
yeah.
And I say, "No, I love what I do. So when I take breaks, for me, taking a break, it's going to the beach or going to the mountain or going to doing sports
Mhm.
or watching something in Netflix, and that's it.
Mhm.
That's my way of taking a break.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that's something that a lot of my friends over the years, or just people, it's hard to communicate or just even express my mindset behind it, because it's like, no, you don't understand. I'm not forcing myself. I love it. Like
Yeah, I'm not forcing myself. I'm doing what I love.
yeah, you still have discipline, but the discipline, it works for you, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And each day I try to do one task that it's going to help me to achieve my goal.
Mhm. What would you say your intentions for this year are?
Reaching out more people with my books and with my planner,
Mhm.
learning more, and well, it depends on other stuff, but I want to do my first 2-day event in person.
First live event. Um,
Yeah.
it would be in Spanish, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, let me know when it happens, because if I can, I'll still come and I'll try my best to let me know
Yes,
really, and it'll give me a goal to start studying Spanish so then I can
I'm
understand.
thinking about maybe July or December.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start that's I've had a goal to learn a new language, which is why I also wanted to move over here. I originally wanted to move somewhere that was a different language, so I would be just thrown in the deep end, but it was tricky getting a visa, so I'm in London. But that
Talking in English, huh?
that I know, but that's exciting because now I have a goal to work towards. Come to your live event and speak Spanish so I can understand you and participate.
I have a question. Do you speak French?
Not much. I actually speak more Spanish than French. I
Really?
Yeah, because so I'm from Vancouver, which is the west coast of Canada.
Oh,
We did take so they don't speak French there as a language really. It's just English. But throughout school you could take a second language, but I took Spanish because I would often go to Mexico, so it was more
oh
useful.
yeah, you have near them. Yeah, Mexico, it's down there. Yeah.
Yeah. So un poquito español. Not too much, but un poquito. I'm trying. Oh, good for you. No, that's exciting. So what would you say to somebody who has dreams about starting a business of some sort, or where would you start? What just quick words of advice to people?
Business. So they need to learn about business every day. They need to learn about finances, marketing, sales. They need to love them, really, because now we have artificial intelligence and you need to know how to use that in your business. It's going to help you a lot. It helps me a lot to be more productive, to do more in less time. So you need to do that every day. Each day, I dedicate 1 hour, 2 hours to study about marketing and sales, about
Mm,
business. They need to master their mindset because, like Tony Robbins says, your business is an extension of yourself.
mhm,
And they also need to know that you need to create a business that you love,
mhm,
that you have passion about it, because you're going to find obstacles. And when you do something that you love, it's going to be more easier. It's going to be easier to fight against those obstacles. So that's why you need to connect with your life purpose first before creating a business.
mhm,
I connect first with my life purpose a few years ago, and then I start creating my business.
mm. That's the
But I tried to create a business without knowing my life purpose, and it was not a good idea. So I connect with my life purpose, and my life changed.
How did you find your life purpose?
Well, I went to an event of a Spanish mentor, and when I saw him, I say, I want to do this,
Mm.
and that's it. I'm here.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel the same. It's exciting and thrilling and energizing. Wow. Well, thank you, Erin. It was so nice to finally get the chance to speak with you via see your face. I can't wait until I know, literally, like that's the energy right now that we've had for years. People are like, who's this person in Spain? I go, we've never met, but we're the best of friends. He's the number one supportive person. Um, I love
Yeah.
his energy. I don't know what he's saying, but I love it. And I can't I smile. You make me smile. I can't wait to be at your event in Barcelona, right? Hopefully we'll see. So let me know. I'll plan to be there. I'm so excited. And we'll have to do more of these because I'd love, every once in a while I like updating people and sort of the progress and showing purpose behind this too is kind of to show people you're not new at doing it by any means, but it hasn't been 40 years. So how it's more realistic right now to the average person, and what does that look like? You're still figuring it out. So thank you for sharing everything. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.